see the talent that's already here. You see us coming into it. Now it's about how well we gel, everybody understanding one another, learning each other's games, et cetera, et cetera. I felt like the difference in, obviously, the years that we spent in Boston when we won versus when we didn't was just how we dealt with each other, how we communicated with each other. As crazy as it sounds, those sound like small things, but those are little things that make up nights when you're down and you come back and you make a run. When one guy is, not on. So many different situations come in, but at the end of the day, you have to communicate. Obviously, these are the things that we took away from that situation in Boston. You have to communicate. You have to be able to understand each other. And it's about how well you gel at the end of the day. That's going to be the biggest question mark for this team. How well are we able to gel, and how quickly are we able to gel?
I think he summed it up. I mean, obviously the talent is there. I think you got all the ingredients for a championship team. It's just how well we put the seasoning salt in and the pepper and all the little spices together on how well it's going to come all out. Because we got all the ingredients, so, and I think that's our job as veterans and the younger guys to come together, understand the bigger picture, and figure out how to make it work. And, you have a high basketball IQ, not only on the staff, but on the court, that the great players somehow always figure it out, and I think we will.
Greg Dickerson, Comcast Sportsnet. Paul, for you, did this settle in at any point in time, the trade? Were you settled? Were you ready for this? Were you ready for a new scenario?
You sort of kind of felt it coming. I think the writing was on the wall, especially when you saw what was going on all summer with Doc Rivers. You figured, if Doc was going to be leaving, then you figured this was going to probably be the end of the era of me, Kevin, and Rondo together, and Jason, obviously. And so, those were the little signs. And, from that, I kind of mentally prepared myself for it, for a move on. It's difficult. You've been in one place your whole life, live 5 minutes from the practice facility now. You got to make an adjustment. Hour drive to practice, probably 2 hour drive to the game. It's definitely going to be a huge adjustment. It's sinking in, and I'm liking what I feel right now.
Back.
John Torelli, Brooklyn Daily Eagle. First of all, welcome to Brooklyn, guys. It's great to have you here. I guess the thing that I would ask is, since you guys have competed at such a high level for such a long time and won NBA championships and gone to NBA finals, other than sheer talent, what's the one delineating factor, if you could point to one, that makes a difference between a team that actually can win a championship and those that wind up never winning?
What you end up giving up, sacrifice. In order for this thing to work, everybody's going to have to sacrifice their own games. Defense is going to have to be a priority, and you're going to have to do some things that you don't necessarily want to do or are comfortable doing. To me, those are the things that have been the difference in winning teams and teams that have not won. You coming in and you're used to getting 25, 20 shots. Can you come in and still, give to the team with 12 or less than shots? So, maybe defense isn't your thing. Can you put forth an effort and, play team defense? These are the things, to me, that I've seen or that I've noticed throughout the years of playing that are the difference between winning and losing.
Okay, we have time for just a couple more questions right here in front.
TheGoldbergReport.com. I just want to ask Billy King, in that infamous game at Christmas time last year with Boston, did you ever envision these two guys playing for the Nets?
That day?
Yeah.
After that beating, no, I didn't think about them playing. Thinking it could start over, but whenever you're in the position I am, you always look and you wonder at times will they ever move guys, and you make calls. And I think at different times I had conversation with Danny. Would he move these guys? And he said no. And I think if you're persistent and you keep doing it, but you knew what they bring to the table. And so to me, it's a great day. That was a bad day. Today it makes up for it tremendously.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for your participation. Before we break for formal photos and then our breakouts, one last business. I have one more guest to introduce, just arrived. Wanted to say hello to the newest members of the Brooklyn Nets. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And now we will have photos. We'll then have breakouts. Everybody has their